Hello friends, welcome to the NISHCHAY series of ABM. In NISHCHAY series, as you know, we are covering MCQs plus case studies. MCQs related to theory, related to numericals. Case studies related to theory, related to numericals. Everything. I am covering ABM, module A and C. Today I will be covering numericals. Numericals related to your module C. All very important ones. You will really enjoy it. Working capital I will be covering, various ratios I will be covering. So watch the video till the end. Share it with your friends. Share it on all your social media platforms. Like this channel. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon. Don't miss this. As I told you, numericals. So let's start with the first numerical. Okay. Calculate the net working capital of ABC Limited. See here, what is given? Current assets is given 660 lakhs. Current ratio is given 2:1. Calculate the net working capital. Think. Firstly, for this, you need to know what is the relationship between current assets and current ratio, and then the relationship of net working capital. See here, understand this, how it works. See, firstly understand what is net working capital. See here, that's what is required, net working capital. You have two types of working capitals. One is gross, and second is net. Two types of working capitals are always there, gross and net. Gross means what? Your total current assets, total. Net means what? Current assets minus current liabilities. That is net. Okay? So gross means total current assets, net means current assets minus current liabilities. Okay? So you have to find this net. So this is what is required. Now what is this current asset and current liabilities? So you are having current assets. But what about the current liabilities? How do I find these current liabilities? For that you need to know the meaning of current ratio. What is current ratio? Here, these are all liquidity ratios. Current short-term liquidity, current ratio, liquid ratio. These are all short-term liquidity ratios. Okay. So what is current ratio? Current ratio equals to, current ratio, I will write it over here, CR equals to CA upon CL. Current assets upon current liabilities. Now you know this. What is given? Current ratio of the company is given as 2:1. So take it 2 directly. 2:1 means 2. And current assets are given 660 lakhs. 660 lakhs. Okay. So you want current liabilities, CL. What is CL then? Divide it. CL equals to 660 divided by 2. So that is equal to 330 lakhs, it seems, right? Lakhs, no? Yeah, lakhs. So now you have got the current liabilities also. Now current asset minus current liabilities, that is what is required. So 660 minus 330. So the answer will be 330 lakhs. Okay, that is your net working capital. Okay, that is your NWC, net working capital, or you can call it net working capital gap. Current assets are this much, current liabilities are this much. So this is known as net working capital or gap. How much does the bank finance? Suppose if this comes to you, how much will the bank finance? Liabilities are less. Yeah, simple logic. Assets are assets are 660, liabilities are 330. It means liabilities are less. Now you have to balance them. Always in any balance sheet, the basic logic is you have to, it's a tarazu. Tarazu means basically your tarazu. Okay. So what does it mean? You have to balance everything. Okay. Balance only. Tarazu means balance. So you have to balance everything. If my current assets are higher, current liabilities are lesser, I need to increase it. How will I increase the current liabilities? Current liability, I'll increase it. I'll pour the bank finance. So how much bank finance will be given in this case? Here, answer is over. But how much in this case comes to you in the bank for financing? How much will you give? See, this is the gap. Out of this gap, what you will do is, you will divide it into two parts. First part, you will say, this is my bank finance, bank. And this is your margin, customer's margin. So generally this is 25% from the customer and 75% from the bank. So take it 330 into 75%, whatever that is. Okay, what is the answer? Anyone in the comment section? Let me do it over here using the calci. Because calculations are really difficult, because we are nowadays so much used to the calculators and computers. Even if a smaller calculation, we can do it. And don't try it in the exam also. Don't try to use your brains, because your brains are so much structured. Always try to use the calci, because even slightest mistake will cause you 1 mark. So it is 247.5, and that remaining one, this 330 minus 247. So what is that? Even that I need to do it on the calci. 330. 82.5. Everyone, here, you also in exam, don't try to do the calculations by thinking. Don't do it. I'll tell you in exam, if you get something 14 into 13, 14 into 8, or something 12 into 16, don't try. Use the calci immediately. Having the calci, use it. Our brains are so much engrossed in that paper that even simple calculations like 64 plus 37, you can't do it immediately. You will make some error. So use the calci. Okay? So the answer you have got it now. So net working capital you got it. Next. ABC is a manufacturer of molded plastic household goods like buckets, mugs, etc. Basically, what does it mean? This company is a manufacturing company. Okay? It means that this company is a manufacturing. Is it expanding? Let me see. No. You are able to see this now? It's not expanding over here. So, ABC is the manufacturer. Here, I'll read it. ABC is the manufacturer of the molded plastic household goods like buckets, mugs, etc. The annual turnover for FY 2021-22 was 80 lakhs, and it has targeted 25% growth in FY 22-23. So next year it has targeted 25% growth. 40% of the turnover of ABC is generated from the website. So this payment is online. This payment is online. Okay. The working capital requirement and the bank finances for it are estimated as follows. So now this is your question. Okay, this is your question. So you need to first find out this projected turnover, and second is working capital requirement. Give me 1 minute. What I'll do is I'll expand it so that you are able to read it. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Now it's okay. Right? Got it? Now it's okay. Now you'll be able to see this. Now okay? Now this is okay. This has gone reverse, ulta. Leave it. So now look at this. ABC is manufacturer of molded plastic household goods like buckets, mugs, etc. The annual turnover of FY 21-22. Okay? Annual turnover of FY 21-22. This year is given was 80 lakhs. And it is targeted 25% growth. So next year they are targeting 25%. This is your first question. 40% of the turnover is through online. So this is online payment. Okay. Now you have to calculate two things. One is projected turnover and second one is working capital requirement. Now this is something difficult. This is easy. Projected turnover is very easy. Working capital requirement is difficult. So first you give me the projected turnover, everyone. Give me the projected turnover. Let me see. Think over it, everyone. Projected turnover, everyone. Give me. Yes, think over it. Now here are two things which you will have to remember. Which are these two things? Very important ones. Because, and from where to remember? These are given in your textbook. That's why I am telling you, you have to remember. Okay? So what are these two things? Firstly, have you got this turnover, everyone? See, turnover is very easy. What is turnover? Right now it's 80 lakhs. So 80 lakhs into, what is this? 25% growth. So 1.25. 1.25 means what? Multiplied with 25%. 1.25. So you can take it 125% upon 100 or 1.25. Anything, it's one and the same. So what will you take over here? So it is, what is the answer? 80 into extra this 1.25%, 25% extra. So 40 and 100, yeah. 80, 25% means what? Calci, use the calci. 25% of 80 is 20. 20 plus 80, 100. So 1 crore will be the turnover. This is the expected turnover. First answer is okay. Now second answer is difficult one. Second answer is not that easy. Kindly note. Here, why am I telling you? Because online sales are there, online payments are there. Now the percentages are different for online digital business and non-digital business. What is it? Let me show you. And this you will have to remember. Say this. Turnover for this year. See here. Turnover for this year we are taking 80 lakhs. Okay. Digital business is what? What is given digital business? 40% is come from this digital. So 40% into 80 lakhs. 40% into 80 lakhs. So it is 32. 8 for the 32 lakhs. Non-digital is how much? Remaining one, 48 lakhs. This is okay. This is simple. Now the difficult part over here is this. This you will have to remember. 37.5% and 31.25%. This is given in your books. That these are the percentages. I'll show you that also. What is given in your book. An example is given. So this example you will have to follow. For digital businesses, 37.5% and non-digital is 31.25%. So multiply this. 37.5% of 32 lakhs, 31.25% of 48 lakhs. So this gap comes out to be, if you multiply this, roughly 1/3, yeah, 1/3 of 32, roughly, plus minus, okay. So it is 12 lakhs, 12 3 is 36, okay, roughly 12 lakhs, and here 31.25 of 48, so 15, okay. So this is what you have to remember. This is the most crucial part in the problem, this part, most crucial part. You will have to remember this. Once you remember this, the whole problem is easy. Now we got this 12 lakhs and 15 lakhs, okay. Now margin. Now this margin is always, kindly remember, 6.25% and 7.5%. And basically you can call this as this 10% of this, okay. So instead of this 6.25, I'll take it what? 1.2. Here, I'll show you the example first. In your books, this is given. This example is given. Annual turnover projected and digital, non-digital and digital projected. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll calculate it for projected also. Let's do this. Okay. This I had calculated it for 80 lakhs. So now let me calculate the same for 100 lakhs because projected turnover we want. Projected. So we'll solve it for 80 lakhs also. We'll solve it for 1 crore also. In exam you always follow for 1 crore. So now this percentage given over here, this is 62.5. 62.5 was your working capital requirement. Okay. So here it is 6.25%. So 10% of this. Similarly 10% of this. So same logic you will apply over here. This logic over here will be, say this. One second. What we'll do is we'll directly solve it for the projected turnover. Whatever is given in the books, let's solve that only. So as in the books you can see they have given it for projected turnover. Then out of this, this percentage is important. 31.25, this one. Okay, this percentage is important. 31.25 and this 31.25 and 37.5. Okay. So this is what is important. Now this, based on this, we'll find out the same logic we'll be using, and this is 10% of the WC requirement. So now let's get back to our problem. In this problem, you see the projected turnover. What did we get? We got it. It was 100 lakhs, right? 100 lakhs, correct? So this is my projected turnover. So out of this now, 40% of the turnover will be generated through the website. So 40% through the website. So let's find out now. Firstly, let's see projected. Everything is for projected. Firstly, remember this, projected. Okay, out of this now, digital and non-digital. Digital and non-digital. So total turnover is what? 100 lakhs. Out of these 100 lakhs, what is given? 40% is through your digital. So 40 lakhs. 40 lakhs over here. 40 lakhs. Then 60 lakhs is non-digital. Right? Now what was that percentage? 31 point, let's see. 31.25 and 37.5. 31.25, 31.25 and 37.5%. Okay? 31.25 and 37.5%. So multiply this, get the answer. What is the WC? WC requirement is, so look at this, same logic we are following. WC requirement is 6.62.5, means multiplication of that. Then you will take the margin. So 31.25% of 40 lakhs. What is the answer? 31.25% of 40 lakhs. Let's solve whatever is asked in the exam. Okay. So 40 lakhs into, let me do it on the calci over here, into 31.25% means divided by 100. So 12.5. So WC is 12.5 over here. And here 37.5%, 37.5% into what is that? 60 lakhs, 60. So 22.5. Okay, this is in rupees. Kindly note, this is in rupees. Now what do you do next? 10% of this, 10%. So it is 1.25, 25. Okay, and this is 2.25%. This is your margin. Okay, what is this? This is your margin. Look at this. This margin. This is your margin. So make this margin. Margin. Okay, so margin is this much. Now what do you do with this margin? 1.25 you have got it. Take the reference, see this. This much is the percentage. So this much percent of 200. So same logic here you applied. 1.25%, okay, of 40 lakhs and here of 60 lakhs. So multiply this. 1.25% margin is 1.25 upon 100 into, what is it? 40 lakhs. 40 lakhs. So it is 50,000, right? 50,000, correct. So it is 50,000 margin, 50,000. Here 2.25%, 2.25 upon 100 into, what is that? 60 lakhs, 60, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 1,35,000. 1,35,000. So look at this. This much you have got. Margin in rupees. Now once you get the margin, just subtract it from the WC requirement. Because this is the margin which the customer will bring in. So what is my WC requirement? It was this, 12.5 lakhs. This and this. Now subtract it. So what is the answer now? 12.5 minus 50,000. So this is my margin in rupees. This is my margin in percentage. So what is my bank finance? Bank finance equals to okay. So bank finance equals to 12.5 minus 50,000. So it comes out to be 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs bank finance in digital part. In non-digital part, what am I getting? 22.5 minus 1,35,000. This you'll have to do it on the calci. 22, 50, 1, 2, 3. 22 lakhs 50,000 minus 1,35,000. Okay, so you get it as 21 lakh 15,000. 21 lakh 15,000 000. So what is my total bank finance then? Addition of these two. Okay, 12 lakhs plus 21 plus 12 lakh round, na? So 33 lakh 15,000. So my net bank finance over here will be 33 lakh 15,000. This will be my net banking finance or working capital finance by the bank. And what will be the margin of that customer? The margin of that customer will be the addition of these two. 135 plus 50. So it will be 1,85,000. Okay, this much will be the margin. Okay. So this is how the calculations are done. 33 lakh 15,000 will be the bank finance. 1,85,000 will be this margin. Okay. So net, if you see, net total finance, if you see, add these two. 22 plus 12 is 34. 34 and this 35. If you add these two, see what is coming. Add these two. You will get it 35. So you are getting the same answer. 35 from here also, from here also. So your answer is right. Got it? You got it 12.5 plus 22.5. Okay, 22 plus this 34. Yeah, correct. That's what I was also doubting. So 35 over here and 35 over here. So your answer is right. This is the way the calculations is to be done. This question was there in this December 24, last exam. December 24. This question was there. Kindly note. That's why I've taken it so deep and I've spent a lot of time on this. Why? Because it's confusing, very much confusing. You have to remember so many percentages. This percentage, then this 10% percentage, then margin, then the calculations. Okay? So everyone got this? How to check it in exam also? The total from here and total from here should match. Okay? Got it? Move on. Chal, next one. According to the Companies Act 2013, which of the following types of companies are not required to follow the prescribed formats of balance sheet and P&L. So which companies are not required to follow the formats given by this MCA? Companies Act means MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, MCA. Others all are required, but which companies are not required? Look at it. Insurance, banking, electricity, real estate, manufacturing, banking, real estate, manufacturing companies. Which of them are not required? Think. It is? Think over it. Everyone think over it. Let me check. Answer, I am having it. It is insurance, banking companies and electricity companies. Now why these? Why only these? Why not this real estate? Why not this manufacturing? Understand one peculiar point about all these. Insurance companies. It is governed by whom? Insurance is governed by IRDA. Banking by RBI. Electricity by the Electricity Board. Now one thing you note, these governing bodies, insurance, IRDA, RBI, Electricity Board, they have given a typical format of balance sheet and P&L to these companies. So they have to follow that format. So that's why what I have written. See, insurance companies, banking companies, electricity companies, or any body governing. If I am having mutual fund company, then is it written mutual fund over here? No. If mutual fund was there, then where would it come? It would come over here only. Because mutual fund is also governed by whom? AMFI and SEBI. They have given the format. That format you have to follow. Any company which is governed by some regulatory body, that company needs to follow the format of that body. Okay? Next one. XYZ bank has a required CRR of 3% and a marginal cost of funds is 5%. Calculate the negative carry on the CRR. What is the negative carry on CRR of XYZ bank? Means basically you have to carry the negative, calculate the negative carry on CRR. What is this? Answer in this. Now what is this? What are we talking of? Has a CRR of 3% and marginal cost of funds is 5%. So you have to calculate the negative carry. Look at this. I have solved this. I know it's very difficult. I have solved this. Negative carry on CRR is always equal to CRR multiplied by this marginal cost upon 1 minus this CRR. CRR it is. 1 minus CRR. Okay. So CRR multiplied by marginal cost upon 1 minus CRR. This is the formula for negative carry. Mind it, learn it by heart. CRR into marginal cost upon 1 minus CRR. So what is CRR given? 3%. 0.03. Percent means divided by 100. 0.03 into marginal cost. What is given? 5%. So 0.05. Divided by, what is this? 1 minus 0.03. So 1 minus 0.03. So solve this. Try this, solve this everyone. You must get this answer as 0.1546 and this is in percentage, negative carry percentage. Okay, it is 0.1546, that is the percentage. So the answer is C. C. Now what is this negative carry? Kindly note, MCLR, your internal benchmark. There are two benchmarks, internal and external. Internal benchmark is always MCLR nowadays. Earlier there were many things. Base rate was there. Okay, then there was one more. Now it's MCLR. So internal benchmark is MCLR. MCLR has 4 components: MNOP, marginal cost, negative carry, this operating expenses, and premium, tenure premium. So these are the 4 points. Out of this, question always comes on this negative carry because this is the main calculation part. And it is very simple. CRR into marginal cost upon 1 minus CRR. Simple, very simple, isn't it? You will be easily able to calculate. 1 mark is in your pocket. Okay. What is this? Marginal cost, negative carry, operating cost. What do you mean by this? See this, kindly understand one point. I'll just clarify these points. Okay. Marginal cost of funding. Marginal cost of funding means if I'm taking the funds at 7% and earning 9%, okay, so what is my marginal cost? What is the extra bit amount which I'm giving? So that is marginal cost. Okay. Then negative carry. Negative carry is always on CRR. Because on CRR I don't get any interest. So that's called as negative carry. Just wasting my money, to be frank. It's not wasting, after all it's kept in RBI. But you don't get any interest. So from the business perspective, I'll say that no interest, zero interest. So that is negative carry. Operating cost means all your salaries, electricity bills. Salaries, electricity bills plus stationery charges, all the miscellaneous charges, everything. Okay, these are all under operating cost. Daily expenses. Tenor premium is an important part. Kindly remember, tenor premium is related to long-term loans. Whenever you give long-term loans, you will always have this tenor premium. Why does it occur? This tenor premium, it occurs at the end, means for long-term loans, because long-term ALM you cannot judge. You don't know what will happen after 10 years. So you cannot judge. That's why long-term loans will always carry a tenor premium. Okay? So before going now, let me show you the new batches. We are coming up with this, with the crash course right now. Okay? Revision batches, crash course, many batches are coming up. Let me show you. Go to Atta 24/7. Always go through the app. Download the app first and then purchase. In the app, you are getting 1% extra using the coin systems. Very good, huh? Best thing. Let's see. See this. I'll show you now. Go to Atta 24/7. Click on JIB and CAIIB. Click on CAIIB June 25. See this. Crash course. Join this crash course ASAP. This one. English medium. All the numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is solved in a speedy manner. Important theory is also covered. I'll be giving you handouts also, from which paper comes many times, almost 70-80% paper. So join it ASAP. Ebooks, mock tests, online live classes, recorded sessions. If you can't attend a class live, because many of the students are there, banking pressures, they can't attend it. So you can attend it using your recorded sessions also. Online ebooks and mock tests are to the level of chapter wise. Per chapter you are getting. So when you get per chapter, that boosts your confidence. If you give 3 to 4 tests also, the main exam will be very easy for you. How to join this? See, click on buy now. Put the code Y432. Y432. Okay? Click on enter. See this 79% discount plus 1% extra through the app. So always purchase through the app. Never miss this. Okay? And join the sessions immediately. They are starting just now, 21st. Join.